start.
All right, this is our situation. Along with Jaron Barreto, I'm Jason DeBelius. This is Court 14. We're way out in the boondocks in one of the most populated volleyball capitals in the world, Manhattan Beach, California. Along with Eric, D-Cam.
Bring it.
One of the
Cam.
best, the single best content creator as far as top three are concerned. I put him as 1 and 1A, and the sample size has been indicative of that. So Jaron, we got Alec serving, right? We got the great John Moran at the net. We got Torin Jeffries right side. And we got Anthony Papinga. Papoka. Sorry, Papoka.
Papaya.
Wow, great balance by Torin.
I love your podcast with Torin, by the way.
Yeah.
It might be my favorite one.
And you know what? If he starts winning, he's transcendent. Like there are like 3,000 views of that 16,000 that don't even play the sport. He's an interesting person. And that's what volleyball needs.
He's evolved.
Yeah, right?
From when he started.
Yep. So let me check my volume. We got a little bit of wind, but not anything that's gonna make everybody whatever. Yeah. So we got what do we got? 4-5? 6-3. Cool.
6-3.
So Jaron, I remember. Let's come closer to the camera.
Yeah.
So Jaron, I remember first time I seen John Moran play was NVL. Hermosa Beach, 2016, along with Adam Cabbage,
that was way back.
Qualifier to the finals, losing to Dave Palm and the late Eric Zahn. Remember that? Yeah.
Yep.
So both of us had an opportunity to coach Torin, as I'll try to keep track of score. She said 7-3. As Torin was one of those guys, like in the beginning, there was something upstairs between the muscles between his ears that was stopping him from getting better, and it seemed like all hope was lost. And then just boom, something popped, and he just became this really chill, relaxed dude, and things like that. Like there's a bad play, he has very good selective amnesia now. It's a nice balance by Anthony. Anthony line over, the game of inches. That ball is out.
Yep. Well, when I first got Torin, his movements were all off. His foot was opposite, too many movements before the swing. There was just too much extra stuff.
Right.
And we got rid of it and switched the footwork.
Yeah.
Because it was weird. It was just too weird.
Was it one of those things where he's now like moving? He's got one move to the ball.
It was
a lot of times there was like 2 or 3.
He was doing right, left, right. On a right-handed swing.
Oh, so he was a goofy foot.
He was a goofy-footed, and there's too much movement before the swing. So we have to, because what I tell the players is, if you don't move like the best, you're gonna be so far from it. You have to start moving like the best players in the world.
I agree.
So we got him close to that.
Well, the goofy foot's gone.
Boom's gone. Like we got rid of that the first week.
And you have to appreciate, Jaron, how hard that is as an adult, right?
As an adult.
Kids,
as somebody
you catch them on the way up. You're like, yo, we got to fix this now, or it's going to be F. Are you going to be F forever?
As somebody that's been doing it for years, and you have to tell them, like, we have to change this. And it's hard. It's because you've done it for so long. It's like a known habit.
A great touch.
Nice, here we go. Good option play.
Nice. And Anthony, I think that's 4-9. And now Anthony, let's talk a little bit about him. He's a guy that, he's coming up, so he doesn't have really good, a lot of good partners, hence big men. And find him, he finds himself playing a little bit of little Iron Man, like he's at the net blocking when he's probably a classic defender.
He's a classic defender. He's got all the skills.
Yep.
And it's just a matter of like sharpening those skills and like really stand out as a defender. And like people should be avoiding the serve. That kind of defender.
Yeah.
You need to get to that point, and then you get to ask good blockers after that.
Yeah. He's also a really good jump server. I'd like to see him allow that serve to space instead of just going like balls out like in the beginning. Like get a kind of a gradual build up. In other words, make it tournament tested.
Yeah. There's purposes for jump serves. And if you're playing against a team that runs indoor plays, you have to have a good jump serve. And most of the teams today, because of Sweden, everybody's running all these quick options and all that stuff. If you want to anti that, you have to have a good top spin.
100%.
And
Anything that can disrupt first
yeah,
tip. Yeah.
The first pass should be high and spinning so they can't run anything. And if they force it, then they force more error. But that's like, it was a known knowledge back then, like how to anti all the quick plays was to have a good top spin.
100%. They're going to Torin, zone 1. There it goes, creating a string, and a little bit of facing the net on that one. Not my favorite thing footwork-wise. Footwork-wise, I would have loved to see him just get around it. Now, setting's one of the things I'd rather have you just make a second move, footwork, and give your hitter a better look at the net. Like on that one, you face the net a little bit, where you watch a lot of the European teams and even Brazil, they kind of get to the setter's box and they kind of, what do you call that, square up, little parallel thing?
Yeah, parallel to the net. You have choices. You could either run a back set on that one, face the bad side, and crank it to the bad side.
Right.
Like that one, you could have. Wow. See? Same thing. He did the same thing, but he ran it on the front.
Yep.
The first one, he was on the right side of the ball, trying to chase the ball. This one, he went all the way to the left, faced the bad side.
And all the difference in the world, footwork-wise too, right?
Yeah.
So,
Karchi.
Yep.
Karchi steps out, faces the hard angle, sells the hard angle.
That's what I like. That kind of serve, okay, he passed it actually relatively easy, but to me, that kind of serve is more about constant pressure, right? You keep doing it, the serve gets better. So it looks easy in the beginning, but it's really death of 1,000 cuts if he maintains that pressure. It's 12-6, guys.
Yeah, serve pressure is key. You have to have it, or else people will just run easy plays.
Yep.
Like even if you back up and serve harder, just give it a little bit more heat so the pass is higher. So that's the goal. You don't just jump serve to jump serve. You jump serve to make those pass higher.
Agreed. Anthony, better job. And Torin gets dug. John Moran looking for a line over. No cut. Dug.
Good side.
Looking for 7. Oh man, John got caught going the wrong way, and a couple of points from the technical timeout.
See, that's what you want. You want your offense to be on the good side, facing the bad side. So every hit is going to the bad side.
Yeah, that makes complete sense, Sharon.
If there's no wind like stadium games, then everything can go anywhere. This opportunity.
A little bit of a grunt of frustration for Torin. And sometimes you do need to do that one time in a game, right, to hit the reset button.
Yeah.
Sometimes you keep it inside and it builds up and just keep messing up.
Just slow it down. You get back to your resting pulse and serve a good serve. Restart.
Qualifiers are my favorite part of the tournament because, look, in the tournament you got like the top 1% of beach volleyball talent on the domestic scene. Now, first appearance of some international players as well. It's 8-13 and there's your technical timeout. Yeah, but if people forget, like the qualifiers represent the best players in all the regions. You got Tomas Goldsmith out here. He won the Pottstown Rumble, right? You got Alvaro from, I think he's from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, one of the top defenders in the world. Multiple-time Wapaka winners, Seaside winners, and of course a slew of talent of CBVA players, all representing in the qualifier.
Yeah, and you get the local players that only plays the local tournaments. Like Dave McKenzie showed up with his nephew, Matt Verbringer's kid, Mateo. They just won their first game. Nice. They're going to be a sleeper team, with a 14-year-old and a former national team indoor player. They played a Little Beach and they're crushing it right now.
Yeah, they really are. The daughter,
Charlie, they just won the U19 indoor.
Which doesn't surprise me. We've seen her
at
11-year-old winning 14s, for Christ's sake.
That squad is pretty stacked.
She's playing 14s and no one wants to serve the girl. She's 11 years old at that time when I first saw her.
Yeah, and back to the qualifiers. It's the meat of the whole scene. Like it's the meat of the sport. Like you have to have qualifiers.
Yeah.
I remember Nick Lasana and Phil, their first tournament together in Florida. They qualified and took third.
Yeah.
You want that. You want those kind of breakthroughs to happen.
And then let's go more recent. How about 2019? How about Eric Baranek
Yeah.
Bill
and
Kolinsky, from the qualifier to the
I'm
semifinals.
filming that, by the way.
Yeah.
And it was
have
here.
that.
Yeah.
It
You
was-
do?
We
Yeah,
were
I do.
watching it. I was
I'll post
actually
it.
behind
I'll
you.
post it.
Coached,
tonight.
I coached against them 3 matches. I was coaching Robin
Yeah,
Robb,
yeah,
Dior, and Jim and McLean the 3rd round.
I was right
coaching
behind you.
Jake
We
and
were
Earl
watching that, yeah.
the last round, and then Rafu and Ed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Eric Baranek, which is my roommate.
Yeah. Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Cool. We could say some nice things about him.
Yeah.
There's a back set coming up and down. A little bit of a drifter, line over.
Good touch.
Wow. 2 moves on that. Still got it. And
Good side.
I do like the choice of his left shoulder, but man, you got to go ball hitter ball on that one, guys.
Go, Torin. Come on, Torin.
Chris Chips in the house.
Yes, this is still part of the
John
AVP.
Moran, as you know. Hey, Jaron Barreto, it's Chris Chips. Jaron, we coached together at Endless Summer.
Yeah.
This group of savages, this 4-year period of like all of them playing like college right now. It's like we have 13 kids playing Division I right now. That's a little micro touch, and the guilty party is Mr. Moran.
Yes.
Chris Chips in the house. Talk a little bit about
Kudos.
Cali Bear since I got you here.
Cali Bear is still alive and going well. I pulled the online ordering process off because of the problem with banking. Really is a pain in the ass being a CBD person in banking.
14.
Yes.
But we have it locally up there in Oregon at a couple of yoga studios, and the pros are still using it avidly.
Good.
Starting to work with football players.
Yes.
Professional NFL players so that we can elongate their career and give them more money.
CBD, man, derivatives, gentlemen. He is, dude, it makes the world a better place, man. And anything that can enhance someone's quality of life or, or create ultimate reversals on things and where they feel like they're going down from is a win, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it's such an amazing anti-inflammatory is beyond. I mean, if this is available 15 years ago, no Tiger Balm, no need for Advil, none of that. You just, put some CBD in your system. You're about 10 hours of no pain, about 95% no pain in your muscles and your back and
Yes.
everything. So,
Not to mention the study they're doing about it helping with seizures.
yes, seizures,
Jesse-
gout.
yeah.
I can tell you countless counts of people coming into the stores and talking about how CBD has enhanced their lives. They get off of opioids,
Right.
start using CBD instead. Nice shot.
Little line hopper, and now they're on the board for double digits. Hold that thought for a minute.
So yeah.
Now, he just got called for a double, 2 plays ago, Anthony. Is it about Torin jamming him too much? Or maybe not
I
holding,
think it was
or
just-
just about the footwork? We
I
were
think that
talking
was
about
more hands on that one, I think. Because he was coming in, the shoulder was in because of the net. He could have faced the net more.
Right.
But he was coming in and tucked his elbow in.
So, Chris, right now the score is 17-10. Let's talk more about Steve. Stick with me, talk more with me about that after the first set. But the 3 of us, let's fucking shoot the shit on some volleyball, boys.
Yeah, well, this
So
is
Chris
the
Chips
AVP.
came in with Bobby Jones.
Oh,
This
nice.
is the AVP,
Bobby
even though
Jones.
we're on
Bobby
the end
Jones.
courts here.
That's my generation.
So,
Me,
Yeah,
John,
Bobby Jones and I played together. I pulled my groin, so we shit
talk
the
about
bed.
MBO, right?
I probably played with you way back then.
Yeah, probably way
Way back.
Oh, but I
Way
remember
back,
the
man.
classic
Like
game in Manhattan
Bobby
Beach,
Jones,
Chris.
probably like 50 pounds ago.
Yeah, exactly.
There's something good that Chris is doing. It's taking the time he needs, and there's a nice
Yes.
balanced serve by John
You need
Moran.
to take all of your timeouts,
Oh yeah.
and you need to make sure you do them at the right time,
Yes.
and take an injury timeout if you have to.
In 2019, we're talking about 2019. He played with Bobby Jones, and the game took an hour and 25 minutes.
We
And
won.
he put a hand up
Rally
like
very much.
he's not ready. Then he says, "No, I'm going to the line." He goes to the line. He goes back. Then he goes timeout, and then after the timeout, he throws up on the court. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But guess what? What's the net result?
We won.
Yeah.
And we're in the history books of the AVP because Dane Blanton stopped me that day. And he's like, "You're on my call sheet." And I'm like, "What am I doing on your call sheet? I mean, that's ridiculous. That shouldn't happen." He said, "You're on my call sheet because the Partain boys." What's the score? Update the score. Update the score before I go into the story.
1910, right?
So the Partain boys played together that Manhattan Beach qualifier, and they made it through the first
just
round.
talking about
And
it.
Bobby and I made it through the first round.
Here he
And
is.
it was the biggest age gap ever recorded in the history of the AVP, so we are in the record books.
So you're playing
As-
Dino in the AVP.
Well, we between us and the Partain boys. The
Yeah,
Partain
yeah.
boys
Oh,
were the
that's
youngest kids,
right.
and we were the oldest, and the age gap between the two of us was the largest ever recorded for the AVP, and we made it into the history books. So,
That's awesome.
Wow.
you know,
So
I'll take that
scores
to the
19
bank.
scores 19-11. So actually, this set's almost over, but when this set's over, let Torin and Anthony know that he's got people in his corner. Like, I'm calling this match, but my bias is yeah.
Yeah, he's come along. Yeah, John Moran's still going, bro.
He's been. I was just telling Jaron the first time I saw John. It's NVL qualifier.
There you go.
Oh, nice rip.
Yeah. There you
Remember
go.
that? It was Hermosa Beach, and
Get up.
NVL.
Oh, I remember well.
And with Cabbage, he qualifier to the final against
it was
losing
the,
to
the
Paul
la- the last round.
the late Eric Zahn. Yeah. Great tournament. You were there. Chris Frazier was there, and they all brought this nice intimate. You know, like this really
Albie Hanneman
good.
did a great job
Nice
with
rip.
NVL. He really did. With the limited resources that he had, he did a really good job.
Kudos to the old school.
Before we go, when they sit down, let them know we're in that corner. Let's wait for them to sit down.
What's the score?
It's game 21-11.
First.
Okay, ready? Yo, Torin, look who's in your corner, baby. Look who's in. Come on, baby. We love you. Let's go.
Let's go.
They put you out in the boondocks, but you got the four wise men. Let's go.
And the dog.
Four horsemen.
Got the Mount Rushmore volleyball personalities there, baby.
That's life.
Looking, running.
Mr. Lincoln.
Going home with you, man. What about you? Busy?
Busy. Running the club, hanging out with this dude.
Yes.
I've seen you more like in the last 2 years. I think you had before that.
In New York,
I know, right?
Oh, because I did a documentary, and I drove to 15 cities. But so Austin, that was the Project Surf City. You know,
We go like Afro back.
Way back.
Really?
2003 back.
I go back. House music, Chris got a degree in ass wiggling, boy.
Like
Yeah, we partied
way
back in the day.
Yeah. First days.
We partied back then.
In fact, yeah, because I was out here before I was in New York.
yeah, you were here way before.
Before New York, too. Really.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little volleyball, Jaron. Big score, lopsided score. Give me one or two things you think Torin and Anthony can do to probably maybe close the gap a little bit.
Because they're a smaller team, they need to do more dynamic pulls instead of just basic pulling line.
Right.
They need to trick more, pull angle,
Anthony's got it.
all that stuff,
On the board in this
and
one.
cover the middle if they pull line. Because a lot of the hits are bouncing in the middle. It's like basic for me when I train my girls. You
Yes.
gotta cover the middle.
Also on the north side, do you want to see Torin run maybe a back set or two and
But also,
trap
yeah,
himself into
north
more?
side, back set, run the good side, offense.
I think going into this next one, they have to be consistent.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Once you lost the first one, you really have to zone in your consistency and try to
Alec.
round out the second one.
Good, man.
Because obviously something's not going.
Following you
Yeah,
this
yeah,
tournament all the way, okay?
And
all the way to the draw.
yeah, there was too many high lines that missed like 4 inches.
Where you really got to concentrate on your consistency in the second match if you blew the first one for sure.
A little bit more.
So check it out. Visiting Bobby Jones before this game starts. Bobby had a very interesting statistic a couple of years ago. He had like a 100% college acceptance rate for all of the girls in his club, which well, Jaron and I, we were talking about unprecedented numbers before. With endless summer, I bring you Bobby Jones, Austin, Texas, Project Serve guys.
Yeah.
Well, what's up, guys?
Sorry to stop you.
This
He's like, I was just on the phone.
I appreciate it.
Yes, reading is fundamental.
Reading is stay in school, kids.
Here's
No,
the
I
back.
appreciate the shout out. I think when you really intentionalize what it is that you're trying to do, like with our club, we were trying to give the girls who wanted to commit fully the best opportunities for success. And just like you guys were talking about,
Get up,
you
get
know,
up.
really focusing on the fundamentals and consistency, but making sure, absolutely, no matter how big you are, ball control wins championships.
Yes.
So focusing on your platform, shoulders to your chin, $1 million platform, making sure that the ball goes where you want it to go. Period.
You're talking Jaren stuff right now, dude.
End of
We're
story.
the same generation.
End of story. If the ball goes where you want it to, you can have confidence in that.
Yes.
And that's the end of the day.
So for anyone behind the cameras wondering who the hell's Jason talking all this nonsense with, I bring you first Chris Ships, founder of Cali Bear Derivatives, making everybody's life better, getting rid of the pain, baby, enhancing your quality of life. Never mind the sanctity of life with no quality, right? To quote Joe Rogan, you have a finite amount of time on this earth. It could be a good time or it sucks, and if it sucks, you need to fight like hell to change it, as if your life depends on it. At second introduction, I go Bobby Jones, founder of Project Serve, a juniors club, 100% college acceptance rate out of Austin, Texas. Bobby Jones doing really, really good things. Built a beach facility, a sand facility out there. I went and visited and it was awesome. And third, certainly not least, the great Jaren Barreto. Jaren Barreto coached at every single level at the juniors with Endless Summer as much as Kelly Clays and that's Sponsor
Yes.
Clays? Or, yeah. So as high as that is low, and as low as Natalie Miskowski, who's not so low, who's in the main
Tomorrow.
draw.
Playing
We were coaching
tomorrow.
that girl when she was 13 Endless Summer. So Endless Summer 2019 led the nation in recruitments per capita. We had a 19-person group and 13 of them were playing Division I volleyball. That number never happened before and it will never happen again. And of course me, the native New Yorker, the mensch, Jason DeBillius. Just the guy trying to keep his, well, I'll leave that part out. Wow, there's great block, great control. So Jaren, ball control.
Yeah.
We saw the first play of the game, like all four players were really, really sloppy, and it was really about who took care of first hit that actually sided out effectively.
Yeah, it's like what Bobby said. Like,
It's 2-1.
fundamentals. Keep it simple. Don't overreact.
Especially after getting blown out in the first game.
Yeah, there we go. Just stuff like that.
Back to seeing the court and putting the ball away.
Composure is always the key.
And did you notice the first pass was something we would call decent, which increased the percentage of a side out.
Yeah. So what he did was he absorbed the serve, so the pass was lower, and they were able to run a perfect set on the bad side.
I know that
It's a good jump serve,
It's a good one.
a good high pass.
Now, as far as effective serving is going, do you want to see more of that?
Yes, that would be the key.
Yeah, creates a constant pressure.
Yeah.
go, Johnny boy.
That was a good set by John. That was a good shot, perfect shot.
Got the American Idol judges here, John. So, Simon, what do you think? So,
Simon,
dog,
really.
that serve was a little bit pitchy.
So serve to the good side.
Simon?
That's a nice set.
Do you call that volleyball?
Somewhere out there, old school volleyball. It wants to jump out that windows.
What's the score?
Absolutely.
5-2.
Yeah, that hit should have been way more heat.
Good side, Torin. Get low, dig in. Let's go, guys. This shit ain't over.
Hey, this game's going up regardless, so play up. We got too many. We got the Mount Rushmore here commentating, so this game's going on YouTube. This isn't an race game. Play
Get low,
your ass
guys.
off.
Come on.
John's gonna
There's some
float
games that
again.
are race games, right?
Going after Torin.
Get up.
Good
Get up.
pass, good set.
Nice balance on the dig. Great hold at the end by.
Wow.
Even better swing by Alec.
Hey, you guys are right there.
So that's how you hit
What's
from
Alec's
the
last name?
good side.
Aiden? She's like, you asking me about like last names, huh? So yeah, one of my girls, Natalie Miskowski.
You don't need me.
In the summer, she's starting her junior year at UCLA on their pair too, and she's in the job.
I'll go and
Wow. Yeah, good for her. Congratulations. And there was what they didn't tell us, which fucked up Seaside, was there was
Getting called the coach.
last minute tournament in Huntington Beach, which was a qualifier
For Chicago.
for Chicago. And
It's always
Natalie,
interesting how that happens.
let me tell you something. Natalie wound up in a terrible bracket.
So
She had to beat the
Seaside.
Brazilians just to get to the play-in.
Why it didn't happen?
Which
at
was the biggest
Seaside?
win of her career, by the way. She had to beat the Brazilians just to get into the play-in. Tell me.
So Seaside. Why it didn't happen?
Tell me.
because they talked to the AVP.
Put it in there.
And
Okay.
the AVP wasn't willing to give them enough, quote unquote, of a cut of the money,
Right.
and it was going to cost too much.
That was
So-
Seaside?
And
Yeah.
they put
And they
qualification at the same day,
days
just
as-
intention.
I'm
The funny
We were just
on the
saying that.
Wednesday, like
You knew
Seaside
You
registration is open. Email was 3 p.m. California time.
Yep.
To 1:30 a.m. next day, so it's like in 8 hours.
Yes.
Email from AVP. It's not
Yeah.
qualification
It's
anymore.
not a qualification.
Like it can't even wait another 24
It
hours.
was unbelievable.
It just something. It's like sounds
and,
like a.
and I'll be honest.
And Lev
I
was
think
like,
they
I'm going to
killed it.
qualify, but this is bullshit.
Yeah. Seaside is your turn. You like Seaside because he's from there.
Yeah. And
He
it's
qualified with
I don't know, like you step each other way, but that's
Yeah, yeah,
insane.
So they're going to
it
Chicago,
was
and they're
the
here, and I think
council
they'll
that-
qualify for
that
this
council
too.
that wasn't happy
Score is
with the
6-2.
AVP,
Sorry, let's get back to
and
volleyball.
they didn't
See,
deal with the
John
Seaside
Moran's
council,
gonna
so-
go after Torin.
Yep.
And, the
And this
fucking
time they go
goal was from
short.
Seaside.
We're on the red.
Wow, that's a great option, but at least they're going to get a free ball opportunity. Free ball goes to Torin. Will he run a backside? No.
No, I haven't. You know, I played.
Nice peel.
Took a third, took a fourth, Volleyball tournament.
And there's a net violation by Torin Jeffries, so shot counts and the foul.
So that hit should have been at least outside the body.
Oh, no way!
Not in front.
Put you down here?
Even if you sacrifice speed for rotation.
AVP, you gotta love him. Thank you. I mean, I play on court 3, Lev
So,
plays
sorry,
on court
Lev.
14.
Are you on this court next? I'm freaking staying.
What?
I set up my 10 at court 1, and Alvaro, one of the best defenders in the world, is on court
14 right afterwards.
Good rip.
Ooh, a little bit of a micro touch, just enough what they need. Maybe a little back sets in their
I
lives.
love the AVP. They put Bobby and I on court 3, and they put Lev down here on court 14. So I just spit on my shoulder
Well,
shoe.
well,
That
who's
was
more
too fun.
transcendent? You are. You generated more people that don't even watch the sport, which is what volleyball desperately needs. Which, by the way, is what my podcast is about.
Yeah.
Like, if
Opening
you
it
look
up
at
to
the
people that don't.
yes,
Yeah, that's
because
part of
that's
the sport.
in order for us to take the next step, we need transcendency. We need, for example, like you don't watch MMA, but you know who
I'll tell you what
John
we
Jones
need.
is, right?
You know
Or
what we
Conor
need for the
McGregor
sport?
is. Like you don't watch basketball, but you know who LeBron is. We need people to say, I don't watch volleyball, but I know who that person is.
You know, to make this sport fucking actually work, is we got to put beach courts in the middle of the ghettos, okay? So that the next best player
And
comes
that's
out.
a disappear, man.
No, they wouldn't. The Nets wouldn't give a shit. They're out there playing ball.
Actually, there's a good correlation, Chris. The sample size, right? They got Nets in Riverbank Park, which is adjacent to Harlem.
Yeah.
Right?
I tell you, if we'll get the next fucking Michael Jordan in this sport if we just open this sport up to other fucking cultures.
Right.
Because it is so white right now, it's ridiculous.
9-4.
And it's, you know, there are incredible athletes out there that are not given the opportunities.
Yeah.
And if we could give them the opportunity, I bet you anything.
And look at it. Look what happened when they put beach courts in Harlem, or like in Riverbank.
Yeah,
There's some talented players out there.
Very talented.
Like our audience doesn't know about Dominican forms.
No, this is what I'm talking about.
Like
There are
Dominican
players
forwards?
that are
Yeah.
awesome. There's those Asian leagues that they have, that they do 6-man, they have like a string going across, and they do shit I've never seen before. I believe that there are people out there that could be adopted into this sport. It's just not enough availability. Like you see a basketball court in the middle of the ghetto because it's one ball and 15 people. It's the same thing with volleyball. And if you do that, one of the Tiger Woods will come out. We will get and then you have all these people that are now acclimated to this sport instead of seeing it for the first time on a vacation in California. So, yeah.
Jeez. Alec has been laser focused this entire match. The one guy we haven't talked about much, not to mention Nectar Hands.
Yeah, baby. Get up, Torin.
Orange from nobody up. He's got to get a call from his partner, maybe. Long rally. Who's gonna blink? There's a one hand. Anthony.
Get up, get up, get up.
For 5. Got it! But great constant pressure by Moran and Alec. If that's what they have to do to score 1 point, that's almost a win for Alec and John Moran. Honestly, this is the team I'm going to follow as long as they keep winning. I think this cat's an interesting character, And I was there at Huntington Beach, and I watched the game where like nobody wanted to get off. Like nobody wanted to like come out the block, come out the box or whatever. And this guy was literally talking to everybody he could just to get going. Good jump serve, but right to the right shoulder of John Moran. John Moran, Yahoo! Yes, as in all my exes.
Come back to watch Lev?
Yeah, I'm actually staying now that Lev's here.
I know, I just said the same thing. They put us on 3 and Lev on 14.
Oh, Alvaro. Court 14?
He's like, I don't give a shit where
Are we
I
sure
am.
this isn't Hermosa Beach?
We're halfway there. He's like, I don't give a shit where I am, guys.
Yeah, he's a fun guy. His English is really good too, by the way.
Like, I ain't fucking amazing. You could put me in the fucking middle of nowhere and I'm gonna win.
Do you know what I like about Alvaro? He doesn't pretend he doesn't speak English, right? Like Ricardo does that, and everyone's like, I don't understand. Man, stop. Like half of those guys speak the Queen's English, man. And Alvaro at least is just gonna be straight up and let you know he does.
Yelled at, and I'm coaching.
Alvaro, first time I saw him.
There it is, Torin.
Whoa.
And it's 6-12.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I think it's 6-12. I'm gonna double check with the ref. 7-11.
Slurpee.
Oh my God, you're hearing so good, dude. I better stop talking about you. You heard me all the way from here?
Those are mom ears over there. Shit. We're gonna get the fucking shoe on our head.
Nice serve.
There's the back set.
Nice.
That's the drifter he likes. Alec loves that because even when he misses, he can't miss.
That's what I was talking about.
And I'd like to see Torin do that, right?
Torin and Alec should do the same thing. Because this is the hardest side to play. Especially the right side here, right side of the north side. If you run more back sets, you're in the good side, heading to the bad side.
Absolutely. Once again, thank you for joining me, Jason DeBias, Chris Ships,
It is.
Jaron Barreto. Wow, there's a little bit of a
great
a
play.
little bit of a Nemo on
Great
that
play.
one.
Good touch from that
Big
Torin.
smile on his
John.
face,
Damn.
That's a good
That was a
swim.
good
That
touch.
was a
That's
good
why you're
swim.
smiling.
and Alec always intense. Knows
Great
knows he's got to
touch.
walk this one
Great
off.
touch. That was a great touch.
I love it when they do that. They do the swim and then they poke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, the swim. The freestyle champ, John Moran.
The freestyle swim to the poke.
Anthony to serve.
Sammy, where you going?
I do like the zone 1 serve. I just want to let's see if his technique gets stronger as the game goes. And that was better. That's left shoulder. That created a little bit of a problem. It's down ball. Got to do a better job taking care of the easy ones, though. And now free ball opportunity. And there's the staring contest, and we're at the technical timeout.
Hubby wife.
Alec keeping the mood light, and there's your technical
Need a
timeout.
counselor. 9-2. There's a game right here.
Yes.
There's-
Yes, take care of the easy ones, boys. Take care of the easy ones. You get good serves. Take care of them down balls. And run some goddamn back sets.
That was a good gem right there.
The score is 9-12.
9-12.
So the first technical timeout, 8-13. Chris, how long are you here?
Here for a few days.
Okay.
You know,
I want to ask Bobby even wants to sing karaoke tonight at Tower 12.
we would love to.
I won the last competition, the Wall of Fame, $100 crown, a crown, and I'm on their Wall of Fame.
It's always nice.
Yeah, but God, when you're like a performer, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. So not fair.
I'm looking for tips. I know he's got to be playing by
He is. I think he's gonna play at 1.
One?
But it might be another game. Frank Field, who I was working with too, is gonna play at 1. He's playing with Tal Shabbat.
Okay.
I coached him at Huntington with Zephyr, a guy named Zephyr. But Tal Shabbat is uncoachable.
Pop quiz.
We're not
Ready?
even those guys.
What's the score?
I've been coaching Jack for the last couple of years too, but like he's with Adam right now, and
You want to share your...
honestly, those
They're
are
playing tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
They're already in.
yeah, because Wapaka
Oh, Wapaka.
was finals was an automatic bid. So Sean Cook, Cody Caldwell, right? Jeff and Adam,
Awesome fucking guys, brother.
Rafi Polis.
Great dudes.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff's a mensch. That's so nice. I'll put Jeff in a different category of good people.
I'm just gonna get comfortable because we got 2 games ahead of us.
There's always.
There's a nice easy line over. There's the benefit of the back set. You get a ton of court vision back.
Oh my God, I pulled it so bad.
Yeah. Chris is on YouTube.
Tomorrow I know I'm gonna wake up and not gonna be able to walk. It's fucking hurt so bad. Holy shit.
Zone 1, a little bit of a J-hook on that pass. Bringing it back competitively. Torin, free ball opportunity. They go to Alec. Drifter set. He likes those, so go cross court. So many ways to hit cross court as Alec, and now the score is 14-9.
Get low, guys. Come on, talk to each other.
I thought I saw Pre. There's Pre, right? Pre Antidosa?
14. Yep.
Talk to each other. Come on.
I thought I just saw the timeless Pre Antidosa Lima.
Yep, she's over there.
There's a short serve, and there's an okay pass, and
Oh, there you
cut
go.
back.
There you go.
Good side play.
Start charging his
I
phone.
like that idea.
I won't have a remote control around. Start charging his phone. On to the next one. That's a pretty good serve. Little right hand just cut, if you will, on the ocean side. And there's a dig. Okay, dig. Wow. Yeah, he must know karate because that set looked chopped, but the refs swallowed her whistle on that one. And at 17-11, you really don't care, but like right now, a little bit of momentum switch. 11-14. No Chewbaccaing from Alec and Alex Moran. I call it Chewbaccaing. To the right.
All right, concentrate, guys.
There
Come
goes that
on, talk
momentum.
to each other.
15.
Let's run, concentrate. Let's go. Oh my God.
So guys, I'm set up at court 1 in case people want to like get food on the beach and eat here. I got a tent, I got some King of the Beach chairs, and you're all more than welcome. It's so good. It's just so good seeing all of you and crazy at the same place. It's ridiculous. Texas, freaking, you know, Oregon, and Jaren, who's hidden in plain sight. There's a. What do we got, guys? We got 16-11. Much desperately needed side out for the switch. No real advantage side. Very, very early in the morning. Got a little bit of wind blowing left to right on your TV screen, but nothing that qualifies as gnarly. Like Huntington Beach a couple of weeks ago, that wind made cowards of us all.
It's not on the weather channel. It's supposed to be
typical
10-mile-an-hour
Manhattan
breeze
Beach weather.
today. There's nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
And that's what we want to see more from Torin, right? That calm, cool, collective, take a deep breath, let it out, and drill and cross court.
Stay composed. You have vision, and work your way out of it.
1, 2, 3. Back to basics, right?
Yep.
You don't need power. Just sacrifice speed for location.
Location.
Instead of hitting it to their head, they're gonna dig it easily.
The great Mike Dodd walking by. Just saw him.
Yep. Oh, Jay Sakely? Jay Sakely.
Yeah.
Charlie
I
Sakely.
like him a lot. I like that dude a lot.
His dad started
Yeah.
the 6-man in the Manhattan Beach Open.
Anthony was trying to kill his camera.
It's funny that nobody knows Jay. His dad's name's on the pier. The first plaque you see is his dad's.
I'm going there. I'll get it. Good touches.
It's a good
touch.
4-block switch, and there's a down ball opportunity. He likes that. Again, he likes that drifter.
Hello. Getting off at 11.
This dude is a lot of fun to watch.
Great set.
We got Catherine. Catherine.
I'm gonna stroll.
Miss Kowski. How beautiful. Flirting on YouTube. and naming names.
Place up there, John.
Yes. Hey, our girls in the draw, and now one less thing to worry about, right? Take that extra day off. Yep. So, how long you here again, Chris? Remind me.
A couple days.
All right, cool.
2 days. Only stayed longer if we had won.
That didn't happen. And now I can't walk.
We got a 12 serving 18. And John Witten to get back on the court. Didn't love the not call on the hands. And at some point, a double's got to be a double. I know there are rumors of them being more relaxed on hands, but
no, they were totally relaxed today.
Yeah.
We stopped a couple times because it was just chuck and chuck, and it was like, no, that's fine now. So,
but that's my argument. At some point, you got to reel in obvious doubles are doubles, right?
I
Like
completely agree with you.
there are some people who are kind of like spin Nazis, but you and I are talking literally about going one hand and not the other. Yeah.
I don't. Spin doesn't, determine a throw. I've talked to the refs about it, but it does indicate that there might be a throw there.
Yes.
Especially when it spins
Like side, right?
Yeah.
Like forward, you kind of get that you can hit that with both hands and forward the hell out of it.
Yeah.
You know.
A forward's okay, but as long as, like when you see it spin like anywhere like 4 to 6 times, it's like, just, you gotta start to stop.
Oh, you had that. You're such a good
Yeah, it spins once or twice, maybe 3 times. Once you get to the 4th or 5th rotation,
Agreed.
chuck.
Actually, I had Troy, Gravitt, and Matt Laveau on my podcast, and they answered
Oh
an
yeah,
hour,
remember
an
I asked
hour
you
and
about that question. What is
Yes.
what determines?
he's actually right there.
What did they say?
They said check with your league.
What's that?
Check with your league.
I know, right? That's what he said. Yeah, I know. 'Cause I watched it waiting for that answer, and they didn't really give an answer, and I was like, yeah.
Well, they were very adamant about spin not being an indicator.
Yeah, spin, they're very
I mean,
adamant.
and
They said it's the deep dish is more that they were, right?
Yeah, well, they were counting more, and this is very important for a ref to say this. They're not judging a double how it comes out. They're judging a double how it comes in, which is how you're supposed to judge a double.
That's
So,
the deep dish.
yeah, so for the kids who spent 10 years learning how to catch and throw it so it doesn't, I know life sucks for them because they work so hard on doing it that one way. But it's how. But ask any ref will tell you how it comes in.
I almost think it's like the way the Russians set,
Yeah.
like
It just
It's like you could set like the Russians the way they set, and it'd still be okay, even though it comes out kind of wanky.
That's a win, dude. Let me see if the thing actually works. Oh, good, it does work. We got 6-0? All right. Great swing, guys. We got a situation. Troy, are you reffing this court next? Yes. Cool, man. Great podcast. Great podcast. Yes. Hour and 15 minutes of tough questions. We do. And I told everybody, don't be a wuss. All this whining and complaining about certain calls. I got 2 refs here live here. They instead of running away, they stood right here and asked some questions. And I'm like, don't tell me you're not going to ask questions.
I would have been on live, but my phone died. But I actually sent the question in about, what determines a throw.
Yes.
And 'cause I wanted to hear that shit, bad, because I've talked to so many different people about it.
Think about it, like Connecticut. The league in Connecticut, it's judge one whole rotation. They wrote in their rules.
Everywhere.
No, but like Connecticut, 16-20, it's match point. Cool. Are you coaching me, right? Cool.
Yeah, Connecticut.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They judge. They wrote to their rules. If it rotates the whole time, it's a double.
Oh yeah. Really?
So I'm like, cool. I could just set a quick set and not get caught by your rules. Not get caught. Just set one balls to Eugene all day. Me and Eugene used to run ones anyway. There's match point opportunity number 1, and pretty much in similar fashion how this game started is how this match is going to end. Winners 2-0. John Moran, Alec in the house, man. Expect to see more video on him, man. I just love the way he gets after it. I love the energy he brings. It's good for the sport. And for my boy Torin Jeffries, I'm so happy to see him back in the South Bay. You know, he moved to Orange County and Anthony. Jesus does rule, my man. More things to come. And more things to come for all of you guys, all right? For Chris Ships, for Jaron Barreto, for freaking, who else? For Led Prima, and for Bobby Jones. I am Jason DeBeas. We're out of here.